Next up is the Rate Your Music classic, In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson, released in 1969. This one was recommended to me by Lenny the Cube. Again, this is one of those albums that I've heard a lot about, but never really went out of my way to listen to. I've heard the opener, and like most people, I've heard the Kanye West song Power first as he sampled it. However, the OG has a lot of charm, strength, and subtlety to it that makes for an iconic opening track. This is considered to be one of the best progressive rock albums of all time, and its influence shows. I hear a lot of Bowie on the track Epitaph, and some tracks remind me a lot of later Pink Floyd era. Some tracks were a bit too slow in a gym setting, but still very epic nonetheless. This album does another thing that not a lot of new albums will do, and that's compile a lot of smaller tracks into 5 main tracks with 42 minutes of runtime. This is unheard of in an era where artists pack so many tracks onto their album as possible to maximize streams and try to make a lot of playlists. There's this really weird ambient section in Moonchild, which I think is called The Dream, that just sounds like the band tuning their instruments in the studio. Kind of threw me off and sort of sounds like a dream sequence, but more random and didn't really do much for me. Kind of ruined one of the more intense parts of my workout. Still, this album is a classic and deserves its praise, and I'll be listening to it more casually as it did lay a lot of groundwork for prog and art rock, and it finishes really epic as well. Not something I could work out to in full, but I'll still give it its credit. I'm going to give it like a high 7 out of 10, but I feel like that could go up.